got bet going on, man?
What's up?
Who's your favorite one on the Big Fat Morning Show, yo?
Rookie New York girl.
Who?
Who? Give her that show any day.
Snoop, yo, chill, yo. Sanjay be on the show too. So maybe I ask the questions from now on, all right?
What up, world? It's your man Jabari. I'm here with Miss Felicia Pearson, also known as Snoop from The Wire. What's going on?
How you feeling?
Everything is good. Everything is good.
All right.
So Snoop, you go by Snoop or you go by Felicia?
Snoop.
Snoop. Okay, okay. So tell me, how did you get started acting?
Through Michael K. Williams. I met him at a nightclub, and he started looking at me crazy. So I'm looking at him. I'm ready to go outside and lay for him. But my cousin was like, nah, that's Omar playing on The Wire. I never watched The Wire before. And he just came over there, make a long story short, he came over there and said that he had they have a part for a guy. And it looked like I could fit the part. He was like, is you a girl or boy? And I was like, I'm a girl. He was like, nah, get out of here. I was like, yeah, I'm a girl. Came on set the next day. They told me wait 2 weeks for audition. Yeah.
So acting is not always something that you want to do?
Nah.
Okay.
I love it now, though.
Tell me about growing up in Baltimore, a little about your childhood.
My childhood, you know, I was adopted, you know. Mother was getting high, almost died twice. You know, I was raised in a foster home. And, but being on the streets of Baltimore, like I was from a good family, being on the streets of Baltimore, it was just, I mean, it was rough. It's just what you make it, you know, and I wanted to be in the streets. So, I mean, I just wanted to do what I wanted to do.
So your life it's kind of parallel to the character you play?
Somewhat. Somewhat.
Okay.
27 caliber, huh?
Yeah, not large ballistically, but for driving nails, it's enough. Any more than that, you'd add to the recoil.
Man, shit, I seen a tiny-ass 22 wearing those, drop the nigga plenty of days, man. Motherfuckers get up, man, you like a pinball, whip your ass up. Big joints, though, big joints, man, just break a bone, you just say, fuck it. I'm gonna go with this right here, man. How much I owe you? Yeah, The Wire's reality for all over Chicago, everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, and like, it's just a reality check what goes on in the streets, the police, the school systems, everything, you know, it's just a reality check. Some people don't get to go to the hood to see what's going on, you know, so they can help. The Wire just put it out there.
Now you got a book out, Grace After Midnight.
Grace After Midnight.
Tell us a little bit about that.
It's just, my book is about how I went through a lot of trials and tribulations. Like everything wasn't easy at all, you know? And like my whole life, it just felt like I was always at, death doors. You know, if I wasn't at death doors, I was in the prison system. You know, it was my book about how, I was adopted, foster home, the streets, how I got locked up. You know, it's just touch bases about my life.
Well, now, you said being adopted, and you were in the streets as well as adopted, so your real parents wasn't there. Who kind of took on that role of the parents? Was it more like a street, you know, parental guidance, or was it like your parents?
No, it was my adopted parents, you know, but I turned to the streets when I was like, 8, you know? And that's when I accepted the streets to be my family, you know, because I wanted to do what they was doing, you know. I wanted the fancy cars, I wanted the hustle, I wanted my own money in my pocket, you know. And I made the streets my second family, you know.
Now, why'd you call the book Grace After Midnight?
But midnight is everything that I went through, you know. I call that midnight. And grace is right now, you know, doing big things, TV, books, music, you know, trying to get my hands in everything, exactly.
Your role that you play, and I guess sort of the lifestyle that you lived in the streets is not necessarily a lifestyle that a woman lives.
Nah, at all.
So tell me a little bit about that, and you know, were you just embraced by the fellas, or you know, was it kind of hard for you to get into that lifestyle?
Nah, it wasn't hard at all because, but like I said, the streets will always accept you. You know, like long as you obey them rules out there, you know, you good. You know, and then I ain't take no mess. So it wasn't like, yeah, man, you could reject me. You know, like I live my life now. You either gonna love me, hate me, or just leave me alone. Like for real.
You have no problem with that.
Yeah, I don't have no problem with that. You know, and I continue on my life. You continue on yours. But I mean, they embrace me. You know, my uncle, God bless his soul. You know, that's who I based this, my book on. I dedicate my book to. He was out in the streets, but he wanted me to do the right thing, and especially that I was a girl. But I was like, how you gonna tell me what to do, and you out here doing the wrong thing?
Yeah,
you know,
you
so how? Yeah,
preach,
exactly.
Like
but you know, it was something he seen. You know, it was something he seen in me. So he was just trying to catch it before I destroyed myself.
Definitely. So any upcoming projects? Tell us about the next season of The Wire. When is that dropping?
Season 5 of The Wire drops in January the 6th on a Sunday.
Okay.
The 6th or the 5th on a Sunday. That drops January, and I can't tell you too much about it because it gets my contract. But I can tell you this: there's no more vacant houses. We leaving them where they stand.
Well, I appreciate it a lot.
Thanks for having me.
All
Man.
right. It's Hip Hop Game TV.
See you. Peace. Thanks for having me, man.